in recognizing that there are commentators who got it right, this is kind of the thesis of your article, is that those who got it right need to say they got it right, and they should be the ones leading the conversation. What advice would you give to people who are consuming content from commentators as far as what they should be looking for in characteristics? Some of this kind of comes down to someone's constitution, right? Are they humble? Are they seeking out experts? Are they admitting the limits of their knowledge? How do I pick a commentator or commentators that I reward with my views, my clicks, and my reading of their articles or listening to their podcasts?
I think you did a really good job of explaining a profile of a person. Yeah, we want thoughtful people. We want
thank you. Thank you, Toby.
Yeah, of course, we want them to be data-driven and informed and curious, open-minded. If you want a very practical step in response to this, we, meaning sort of at Liberal Currents, crowdsourced a starter pack on Blue Sky called Commentators Who Got Trump Right, and you can just click to follow them if you want to. I would say there's general trends also on which ideological groups got Trump right. Obviously, the right, by and large, did not, right? But even within the anti-Trump coalition, I'd say every tribe has had its people who've got this wrong. But centrists, you sort of people who write New York Times columns, have been particularly wrong. They've I would say the majority position within that group has been a sort of Trump denialism. I would also say not everyone on the sort of anti-establishment left, but they have, I think, their tendency to see Trump as as a reaction to economics, and their real anger with the Democratic Party at times has led them to get it wrong. Honestly, progressive liberalism has not been perfect, but probably done the best. And sort of like you Elizabeth Warren types, right? Mm-hmm. The sort of core of the Democratic primary electorate, the much derided wine mums or the much ignored older black voters. That sort of liberalism has not been perfect, but it's probably done the best. And I think that's probably not an accident. I think generally what you're looking at for who got it right is generally people who are more progressive than centrist have tended to be right. And I would say people who have like a high agency view of Trump as an action, as someone who's appealing, like I say, to the history of American racism or to sexism, rather than seeing Trump as a reaction. I think the people who view Trump in a more active sense have also tended to be right. And also I would say that sort of section of the ideological map who are progressive and strongly anti-Trump have, with some exceptions and generally had the best of it so far, I think.